So hello students, welcome to Saurabh Sir's classes. So today we are discussing about the solutions of ISI QMA 2021. Okay, so in this video I am going to solve the question number 1 and question number 2. So let us begin with the question number 1. The question number 1 says that the coefficient of x to the power 9 in the polynomial gx, where gx is the gx is equal to 1 plus x is whole to the power 6 into 1 minus x is whole to the power 7. So I am writing gs again. Just a second. So gx is equal to 1 plus x is whole to the power 6 into 1 minus x is whole to the power 7, right? So when you are going to use binomial, so we are going to use binomial expansion to expand 1 plus x is whole to the power 6 and 1 minus x is whole to the power 7. Okay, so when you are going to use the binomial theorem to expand this, so you will get 1 x square up to x to the power 6. Okay, and when you will going to expand this, you will get 1 x square till to x to the power 7. Okay, so we need to find out the coefficient of x to the power 9. So we will get x to the power 9 when x square is multiplied by x to the power 7. Okay, this is one of the ways of getting x to the power 9. Okay, when we will multiply x cube with x to the power 6, we will get x to the power 9 again, right? So x to the power 6 with x cube, and here is again a x cube, and here is again a x to the power 6. So that multiplication again gives us x to the power 9, right? So this is the basic funda. Okay, so let's us find the coefficient of x to the power 9. So coefficient of x to the power 9 is equal to, so first of all, when x squared is multiplied by x to the power 7, okay, the coefficient of x squared is, so you know that when you are going to expand this, that is 1 plus x is whole to the power 6 is nothing but 1 plus 6c1 1 to the power 6 into x plus 6c2 1 to the power 5 into x square and so on, right? So the coefficient of x to the power x square is 6c2. Okay, so 6c2, and coefficient of x to the power in this expansion, and when you are splitting this, 1 minus x is whole to the power 7, that will be 1 minus 6c1 x to the power 6 plus 6 x plus 6c2 x square minus 6c3 x cube and so on. Okay, you can see that when the power of x is odd, we are getting a minus. When the power of x is even, we are getting a plus. Okay, so first of all, so the first x to the power 9 will be I will get first x to the power 9 when x square is multiplied by x to the power 7. So that the coefficient of x square is 6c2, and the coefficient of x to the power 7 is, so you can see that the power of x is odd, so that will be a minus. So this is the coefficient of x to the power 7 plus. So the coefficient of x to the power 3 in this polynomial is 6c3. Okay, and the coefficient of x to the power 6 in this polynomial, you can see that the power of x is even, so that will be a plus. So 6c3 again, 6c6. Okay, so plus again we are going we will get x to the power 6 when this x cube, x to the power 9 when this x cube multiplied by this x to the power 6. The coefficient of x cube in this expansion is minus 6c3, and in this expansion will be 6c3. So 6c3. Okay, plus, so we will get x to the power 9 when again when x to the power 4 is multiplied by x to the power 5. So x to the power in this expansion, x to the power 4 is the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 6c4, and in this expansion the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 5 is 6c5, as 5 is negative, so that will be a minus, plus, and the coefficient of x to the power 4 in this expansion is 6c4, and in this expansion that will be a 6c4 again, 65. Okay, so this is, and so these are all the possibilities of getting the coefficient of x to the power 9. So you can see that I can cancel this with this, I can cancel this with this, so the coefficient of x to the power 9 is minus 6c2. So 6 to 2 means minus 6 factorial by 2 factorial into 6 minus 2 factorial. So that will be a 4 factorial. So I can write it. So minus 6 into 5 into 4 factorial by 2 into 4 factorial, right? So I can cancel this 4 factorial with 4 factorial. I am cancelling this 2 with 6. I will get 3. So that will be minus 3 into 5, and you can see that minus 3 into 5 means minus 15. So the coefficient of x to the power 9 in this polynomial expression is minus 15. So you can see that minus 15 is our option B. So option B is our correct option. Okay. So the option of the first question is B. Okay. So we have solved the first question. Now let us solve the second question. So question number 2 is from probability. The question number 2 says that the pair of fair means balance dice are rolled independently 3 times. So dice rolls 3 times. Okay. The probability of getting a score of exactly 9 twice. 9 means the sum of the if we get 2 in one dice and 7 in the 6 in the other dice, so the sum is 8. So they are considering the sum will be 9. Okay. Yes. So we have to find out the probability of getting 9. Okay. At least in 2 dice. Okay. So I am considering the event. So I am considering the event A is equal to getting 9. Getting the sum 9. Okay. Okay. Now when you are throwing 2 dice, then there are 36. Total number of outcomes is 36. Okay. Among these 36, you will get 9 if you get 6 3 as well as 3 6. You will get the sum 9 if you get 4 5 as well as 5 4. Okay. These are only 4 possibilities of getting the sum 9. Okay. So a probability of getting the sum 9 is 4 by 36, that is equal to 1 by 9. Okay. So getting the sum 9 is 4 by 36. So they are saying that the pair of fair dice are rolled independently 3 times, and the probability of getting the score of exactly 9 twice. So we need to get the sum 9 twice. So observe the question. So suppose you are throwing the dice and you get 9 in the first time. Okay. So you throw a pair of dice and you get the sum 9. Okay. Again, next time you are throwing the dice and you get the sum again 9. Okay. So you got the sum 9 twice. Okay. In the next time, the question says that it is exactly 9. So the next time you cannot get 9. Okay. Are you getting my point? What I am saying? The next time you cannot get 9. So first of all, suppose you are getting the first time you get the sum 9. The probability is 1 by 9. Again, in the second time you are getting the sum 9. Again, the probability is 1 by 9. Third time you cannot get the sum 9. Then the probability is 8 by 9. Okay. Similarly, suppose you are getting the sum 9 first time, you are getting the sum 9 third time, and so you cannot get the sum 9 second time, so that will be 8 by 9. Plus again you are getting the sum 9 second time and third time, so you cannot get the sum 9 first time, so that will be 8 by 9. Okay. So this is the total number of this is our required probability. Okay. So 9 into 9 into 9. So we need to add 8 plus 8 plus 8 by 9 into 9 into 9. So that will be 3 into 8 by 9 into 9 into 9. So cancelling 9 with 3, I will get 3. So 8 by 81 into 3, that is 243. So 8 by 243. Okay. So this is our answer. You can see that 8 by 243 is our option B. So I can say option B is our correct option. Okay, students. So we have solved the question number 2 also. Okay. So it was an easy question. Now let us solve the next question. Okay.